I don't think you've ever known a woman like me.
Hello and welcome to episode 26 of Two Girls in a Cup podcast. I'm Sam.
And I'm Carolyn.
And guess what we're talking about?
If you don't already know by the music, Wonder
Spider-Man.
Woman. Sam's so different film to everyone else today.
It's Wonder Woman, actually.
It's Wonder Woman, of course it is.
When did it actually...
Thursday, I think Wednesday midnight.
Was it
Thursday
really?
it came
That's a
out
bit
here.
odd.
Yeah.
Well, we just saw it today. We were the last losers to the party.
Yeah. But it was well worth it.
I can't speak. So this was pointless, wasn't it? No, I just wanted to do a quick, not a review, like we're not, because it's so new that it's unfair to do like a full breakdown.
Yeah.
There's just thoughts. Because we're right off the back of it, and we've never actually had the chance when we've been to see a film to do something right off the back of it. It's always been a few days later.
So it's her origin story.
Yeah.
And it's set, well, obviously in a mythical land, which looked amazing.
Looked beautiful.
Um,
You kind of understand why she was when she looked at London and went,
what the hell's this?
"What the fuck?"
But it's set in, I believe, World War One.
Yes.
So that's in the film. Spoiler alert: Chris Pine, who plays her love interest in the movie, and a American spy for the British government. He says we're 4 years into the war, so it's got to be 1917 because the war started 1913.
Well done. Someone knows their history. Someone went to school.
History nerd.
You can't really spoil Steve Trevor. He's a well-known character in Wonder Woman's universe. The whole thing, a lot of it screamed Zack Snyder, but it didn't hinder it. It didn't ruin it. There was moments where I was that into it, I forgot where I was.
It was such a good story.
That was it.
There was a story. It grabbed you, and you wanted to keep watching it because you wanted to know what happened.
Yes, and you didn't want her to ever leave the screen.
No,
because she was amazing. I could listen to that accent all day. And even the supporting cast was really all complimented each other.
Yeah.
Going from like the Amazons, the Robin Wright. Mm-hmm. My God, that woman is amazing. Who played her mum?
Connie Nielsen was her mother.
That's it. She was. She just the way she looked, just that stature. I can't say her name.
Hippolyta.
I just call her.
And Antiope Robin Wright.
Yeah, she was so good, so badass.
And Professor Lupin, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. And Danny Houston as well. From obviously been in a lot of films, but you may know him from American Horror Story.
Yes.
And Angelica Houston's brother.
Yeah.
But the cast was amazing. The setting was amazing. It's really set up Diana's world in such a way that we could get more out of it, and it doesn't necessarily have to be about the Justice League.
And it's not. I think even if you don't like comic themes, like things that are based on comic books rather, this is a film that you can go watch purely because of the story.
Yeah, it's so well explained that Diana's origin isn't just it's not. It's spread out, is what I mean to say.
It's more like watching Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Is a movie brought into what was the 20th century? So the setting was from how beautiful Themyscira was. I get done for my pronunciation again. To how dreary London was just. You can tell the bits and pieces Zack Snyder had a hand in. Yeah.
But the best part is that it was directed by a woman.
Mm-hmm.
and she did such a badass job of it. It was amazing. Amazing. And what really made like the film experience probably just a little bit better was how many little girls were walking in to the theatre when we were there, and just knowing that they finally get a comic book woman's character in our own solo film on the big screen.
Yeah, because it's such a big thing.
It is huge. Marvel are missing. I love Marvel. I'm quite biased when it comes to Marvel because I absolutely love them. But Marvel are missing such a treat. To leave it until 2019, even 2020, when we get Captain Marvel, it's too late.
They could have done it with Black Widow.
They could have.
Much like years ago.
And it would be very it would be a great tribute to the character, to Scarlett Johansson, because she's been there for a really long time, and it's not fair that Captain Marvel gets to be the first woman solo Marvel film. It's like, what does she have to do? How many Tron suits does she have to wear?
This is it. And I think we're just in that whole age of like women power.
Yeah, and
thing.
it's good,
it's good. It's great for feminists.
It is, and it's
and they've made a big thing about the sort of body types that are displayed, because
they did actually.
Gail Gadot,
I
think so. She
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot. That can't be her name.
It is. It's exactly how you see it, Gal Gadot.
Well, she think Fast and the Furious, how thin she was, Hollywood thin she was, but she's bulked up. Well, she's bulked up for the movie, which I know like people say, oh, she hasn't really. But if you compare pictures of her from before to then, she's thick. She is thicker. She's fitter than she was.
I'm going to be honest. I've never seen Fast and the Furious. I didn't actually know that Gal
She was
Gadot
like-
until right then.
She was
in them.
like Hollywood.
Who is she? Who did she play?
I don't know. There's been about 20 films.
Oh,
She was in the earlier ones, I
I'll have
believe.
to have a look.
Anyway, she looks strong. I mean, she's meant to look strong, so she had to. But in the film, they were saying that they didn't just want the Amazons to be like supermodels.
Yeah.
So those girls are CrossFitters, police officers, MMA fighters. One of them is Victoria's Secret model, which is obviously she fits the stereotype, I suppose, but she's also an equestrian.
Right.
So they're all like
All different
athletes, different as Olympians and all sorts in there.
I thought it was really good when you see the Amazons that they are all of different. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for, Carolyn? What I want to say is different shapes and sizes.
Diversity.
Diversity. That's it. Because there was like my idea of what I thought, because I remember the first images of Gal Gadot coming out and thinking that is no Amazon. I wanted to be 7 foot tall, built like a brick shit house.
Well, you wanted her to be like Ronda Rousey, didn't you? Really?
No,
be thick and be like muscular.
And I want her to be really, really tall, because an Amazon is a giant. But I was never a Wonder Woman fan at all. And everything changed when I saw Batman vs Superman, because I know she stole the film, but she stole it for all the right reasons. It was the fact that, my God, that is actually Diana Prince on the screen. That's how
she's meant to be.
She's meant to look like, and just her accent and that cheeky little smile she did when she got knocked to the floor. She did that little girl because we go right way to Diana's childhood, and she had that cheeky little grin, like when she got knocked down on the floor, like, I'll get back up from this, and I just loved it. I just want more. I want to watch.
There's going to be a second one. Let's face it.
There has to be. How I don't think anyone was expecting this.
And let Patty Jenkins do Harley
Yeah.
Quinn. Let her do it.
Yes. Let her do it, because she will do that character justice. I know a lot of people, and not just... I think Harley Quinn is visually what people want to see, because she's badass, she's hot as fuck,
But then you're going to have to get somebody, because I'm honest, I don't really like Jared Leto as the Joker that much. You need somebody who can be I would, if he'd still been here, I would have loved to have seen Heath Ledger and
Yeah.
Margot Robbie together.
That would have been
I think
pretty
that would have been
special.
absolutely perfect, but it's never going to happen.
But with
so.
Harley, people are now they're starting to get to know her. They're starting to realise that how much of a pushover she is and how manipulated and abused she is. And I don't want people to see that in Harley, so I would like to see if Patty Jenkins can take maybe when Harley Quinn was paired with Poison Ivy and that kind of relationship she had then, because she learned a lot from Ivy.
Well, she might take her in a new direction,
I
which
would-
is kind of what they have done a bit with Wonder Woman, because I think people are kind of like, well, this is like not the Wonder Woman that you were expecting.
It wasn't.
It's a different...
I would like to see Harley as not the abuse victim anymore and more of the anti-hero that she is, because she really is. Everyone loves her. But Patty Jenkins just did a great job. I mean, the first write-ups came out and everyone was like, positive, it's good, and then the second one came out after the premiere, and the buzz from there hasn't stopped. It's still going right now, and we're a few days in, and I don't think that buzz is going to end.
I haven't seen one person say a bad thing about it.
DC has finally cracked it with a really good film, but do not count your chickens too soon, because we still have Justice League, and it kind of does give us a little bit of hope for Justice League.
But then you're going to be like, oh, God damn it. Like, come on. You were on a good run. You've ruined it.
Yeah.
Again, we're back to square one.
I don't know.
Hopefully not.
I hope not. I mean, I loved Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. And for the amount of shit he got, Jesus. Really good. I hope Henry Cavill is less... he's just a grumpy Superman. He was just
broody.
I just want to punch him and kick him in the face repeatedly.
He's boring.
Yeah.
Superman has become I know it's so well done, and like I know all the Batman's the same, but Superman, I always feel like he's got no, like.
Because he's.
They need to diversify his story somehow. They need something else, because it's like all the avenues have already been explored and they've been done to death.
But Superman is all singing, all dancing. There's nothing that he's not. He can't be defeated, basically. But I just wish they could just show a more vulnerable side. That's what people want to see, is his vulnerable side, but not always where Lois is involved. Something else. I don't know. I'm not that big of a DC fan.
Yeah.
What I like is what the CW have brought to DC. I don't really read that much DC comics, apart from I read Gail Simone's whole run on Batgirl. That was just, besides the character being amazing, that was just amazing writing.
I love Batgirl. I wish they'd do more with her.
But that was just amazing writing on Gail's side. That was just an amazing story arc. I love what the CW were doing with The Flash. And now we got Wonder Woman, and it's so good, and it's fun. It's very emotional. You've seen it in the trailer when she goes over into no man's land, and I've just sat and bubbled. Oh my God, because visually it was spectacular. My only one little gripe I had was the Harry Potter effects that they had. Not just the end, but if you notice when they had certain scenes where they were moving quite quickly.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's why she slowed it down a lot. She slowed down the movement in the fight scenes, and I wonder if that was to take away from the CGI look that they get when there's certain moves that they can't actually film.
Yeah.
And I get it. I get that there's some things that you can't do in real life that you really want to see, and CGI comes into that. But there was a few moments where it looked like the Philosopher's Stone, how bad that was done with when they were playing Quidditch, and you could tell that was a CGI face. Like, it looks so bad. There was just tiny little bits of that. But apart from that, I have nothing negative whatsoever to say about this film.
No.
Whatsoever.
Like, I could watch it again. Tomorrow I could watch it again. I could get on this
train just like I did Pitch Perfect and watch it for a year non-stop, because I don't know why Pitch Perfect, but I was so obsessed with that film. I watched it nearly every day for a year.
There's films I'm still watching now, 25 years on, Sam.
But that I did. I could
Robin
do it.
Hood, Prince of Thieves is one of
I've
them.
not seen that for years.
How can you not?
Because I'm not a big Kevin Costner fan as you are.
Or Alan Rickman.
I see.
There you go.
That it's
One
still
of his best roles ever.
even a year and a bit on. It's still
Stings.
sore. Still sore. Don't like it.
Stings. The heart.
Stings the heart. So it was fantastic. And this may be all over the place, but it is literally like an hour and a bit after we've just seen it. And I could barely compose myself when we were coming out of the pictures. So how I'm talking right now is beyond me. Beyond us.
So go and see it.
Go see it. What I am going to do though is I'm going to write. I think somebody for the website I work for has already wrote a review. I don't want to write a review. I want to write a piece on the importance of this film and why it's so important for women right now, and what I would like to see in the future, and how Marvel, like basically what we've talked about, but just go into it a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be writing that over next week because I'm not at work for a few days. So that's my plan.
There we go then.
That's my plan. So that's it. We just wanted to come and say hi. So thanks.
And the
Bye.
next one that we're going to see is
Well,
The Mummy with Tom Cruise.
We're going to do it.
We're going to do it.
We're going to do it. We're going to
put ourselves
see that
through
shit
that
show.
for a couple of hours. But be just be like sort of neutral when you go in. I know it's Tom Cruise.
I know, and I did, and you're right, because I said the same about
That
Pirates.
looked alright.
I tell you what really looked good. How badass did she look?
Yeah.
She looked pretty cool with that 2 eyes. That kind of freaked us out. But Tom Crazy Cruise, as much as he's an arse, and he is an arse.
He can still draw a box office.
He
hit.
can. Edge of Tomorrow is a really good example of that, because I effing love that film. Probably more for Emily Blunt than him, but I do really like that film. So yeah, and then after that,
Well, Transformers, but you won't see
I
Transformers.
am not going to see Transformers. I will not.
Well, maybe I'll tell everyone about Transformers.
I can tell you about it now. It's going to be shit. It's going to be a Michael Bay shit show.
Let's see.
With big Transformers and Mark Wahlberg
Depends.
running around looking like a tit.
Depends how you feel about Transformers. I was brought up on Transformers.
I was brought up on Transformers. I wasn't brought up on Michael Bay's Transformers.
Well,
Don't give him your money.
Yet
Don't
again,
do it.
it's set in the northeast of England, partly, so I'm kind of on board with that.
Bollocks. You go and see it.
I want to see.
You go and
why
see
they
Mark
filmed it
Wahlberg.
here.
Chew the scenery up.
Running around Newcastle city centre. I'm well up for that.
And after that,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Really looking forward to Spider-Man.
That looks so good.
It does. And looking at the trailer, it looks really good. And it's like, is it actually going to be good?
I like that Tom Holland looks like how Peter Parker is meant to look.
Yeah.
He looks like a school kid.
I think we've been ruined by the fact that there's been 2 incarnation film-wise of Spider-Man. Is my head going to... Is that what it's going to be like?
Yeah.
Or is it going to continue on from how good he was in Civil War? And I think he was good in Civil War because he was in for a very small period of time.
Yeah.
It was just enough to make you think that Marvel can actually do this. But then there's a little something in my head. Marvel have been on such a good run.
Are they due a bad one?
Are they due a bad one? I hope not. I really hope not. Like I say, I'm a huge Marvel fan. And then after that, Thor.
That's going to make all the money.
Have my money. Cinema has my money, so
All the money.
you can have all my ice cream money. And then Justice League. But obviously there's going to be some films in between that are not comic book related. I can't think of any.
That we'll probably need to talk about here.
Probably. So that's it. So yeah, if you can like, share and subscribe to our channel, that'll be grand. This will be available on nerdfeed.com and also on SoundCloud.
Oh yeah.
It is. So thanks very much for listening.
Cheers.
Bye.